Hey guys, this is your girl MamiSoTrue. Welcome to my channel. I'm a survivor of narcissistic abuse, and I believe that if you're watching this, so are you. But we're not just survivors, we're thrivers. Today, join me in this video conversation while I talk to you about the fact that that narcissist feels every bit of your departure. They feel every ounce of you walking away. They feel it. They feel it. They were never ready for it. Let's talk about it. If you're new, welcome to the community. Hit the subscribe button, smash that like button, and drop a comment. Join us and watch how life starts to change for you if you're struggling post-narcissistic abuse. Guys, the narcissist feels every bit of your departure. Here's the thing. No matter what this narcissist has said, they didn't want to be in the relationship. They didn't like you. They had all this negative stuff to say about you. You were the problem. They are struggling with what they want and what they can't have. The narcissist wants you. Believe it or not. The narcissist wants someone to make them look good. If you fit the image, you fit the image. They're all about image. They're all about protecting a mask. But their wants and their desires, it doesn't correlate with the fact that they're not able and they're not qualified to have people who meet their wants and desires. They may get that wife. They may get that woman. They may have an amazing child. You may have an amazing parent, but because you're so narky, you can't reciprocate what they give you. Instead, you take all the time. Your hand is always out, and you are literally just using this person. And to me, narcissists lose good people because they are afraid. They are afraid. Afraid of what? Let me tell you what they're afraid of. They are afraid that you will eventually notice that they're not good enough for you. Because they're not. They are afraid of that love that you have to give. It's too deep for that narcissist. Your love has them trembling. It has them running. They are freaking out because your type of love is something, number one, they've not experienced. And number two, they don't feel like they deserve it. Why is that? Because this person knows what they are. They know they can't hold relationships. They know they're not going to commit. They know they won't do you well behind your back. They know they are habitual cheaters. They know that they're stuck on lying. They cannot fight for you. This is an emotional and a spiritual awakening because you are breaking the chains of control and manipulation. The last thing the narcissist wants to hear you say is, you know what? I'm tired of doing this. I'm going to love me now. You know what? This is not about you anymore. This is about me now. I'm going to remove you out of it and put me there. The moment you decide to let that narcissist go because you get tired of being their babysitter, you get tired of being their mother, you get tired of trying to love on someone who keeps rejecting your love, who keeps literally running away from your love. And so the moment that you decide to love yourself, the narcissist immediately feels empty. They immediately feel abandoned. They immediately feel like they've lost. They know what they've lost. Your absence is felt. They feel the disconnect because they knew the value. They saw it. They always knew how valuable you were. They wanted to hang on to it. They craved it, but they couldn't handle it. They're not fit and qualified for it. When a narcissist loses you, they'll try to convince you that they don't care. They're unbothered. You know, it's your loss. That's far from the truth. Because honestly, they feel the void that you left behind. Because when you were there, you were filling a void. You just didn't know it. You were filling some major voids. All of their reactions after you take your power back, you leave and they lose control, it all confirms that they know they've lost. Whether it's anger, whether it's moving on with somebody old or new, whether it's sadness in an attempt to pull you back in with I miss you, I love you, I need you, or it's them bashing your character and trying to ruin you. These are all reactions that they know they've lost. They know they've lost. They know that they fumbled you. They've let you slip through their fingers and they can't do anything about it because you got to the point where you're tired and it's noticeable. You're now choosing yourself and it hurts them because you're never going to pour into them again the way that you did. You made this person feel like they were sitting on top of the world. The type of favors you gave, the type of time, attention, the needs that you attended to, the narcissist felt. They felt it. They're going around using people so they know who's genuine and who's authentic. And they felt your genuineness. They felt your authenticity. They were blown away by some of the things that you did. It became a little too deep for them that you were willing to love them like that. It became a little too creepy to be able to feel your presence when you weren't there. They started to freak out because they were having dreams about you that they weren't expecting to have. God was revealing things to them that they weren't ready to see, and they started to run. They started to run because they're so used to sitting in darkness, and all that light you brought, all that vibrance you carry, it scared them in a way where they chose to be a fool and lose you. For you to be that good to this person, for you to have taken care of that parent so well, for you to have been doing all these favors for that sibling of yours, for you to have given all that time to that marriage, just to realize that it was a manipulationship, just to suffer from the burns of the betrayal and pick yourself up from them ashes and start to love yourself. That was a major loss to that person. For you to do all of that just to find out you're doing it for someone fake and fraudulent. And now you give it to yourself. Oh yeah, you're leaving them weak, you're leaving them broken, you're leaving them in complete shock mode. Because even though they never wanted to admit it or they barely admitted it, when your presence was there, it was needed. You made a big difference. You changed the atmosphere. You changed their world. You added to their world. You did a lot. You did more than anybody in their life has ever done. Because no one carries your type of empathy, your type of heart. You're willing to do it. No questions asked, and you did it. You bent over backwards to the point where you almost broke your back. You probably did break it. And they still did not care. It still wasn't enough. And so they foolishly lost you. Made foolish mistakes and foolish narcissistic decisions that caused you to walk away. And so, yeah, they feel every ounce of your absence. They feel every bit of your detachment because it felt so good when you were attached to them and you didn't know that your attachment meant that you were an emotional slave. It felt good to have you. It felt good to have you unbalanced. It felt good to have, parts of you knowing that they weren't going to give you any parts of them. It felt good to think that you would never leave. It felt good to know that you were just, going to settle for this because you love them that much. It felt good to know that you were never going nowhere because you forgave them for so much. You've taken so much. You've dealt with a lot. And then one day, you just wasn't there no more. Your body is not like the average warm body. Your presence is nothing like those other supplies that they have or that they've had. You did something different to that narcissist because of your gift. Your light is a gift. You are a gift. You are the complete, total, full package. And they feel your absence because no one is doing it like you and no one ever will. They know what they lost. That's why they're acting the way they're acting now. Saying and doing what they're doing now. Lying how they're lying now. They feel every ounce of your absence. Because when you were present, you made them feel mighty. You made them feel strong. You made them feel seen. You made them feel heard. Even spiritually, you rose up something inside of them. You brought them closer to a light that they are afraid to walk into. So they lost you. They foolishly lost you, and they feel that. They got to live with that. They're making decisions every day because of that. And these decisions, they're making poor decisions every day because of that. So sad. But this is a win for you. Don't you dare think that that narcissist got away with what they did. No. They feel their loss. They didn't even know how empty they were until you came in their life. You exposed a lot. So when you left, they're sitting there. When they're alone, oh yeah, those thoughts are going through their head like a storm. Messing with them spiritually, emotionally, they going through it. You said some things, you did some things, you pointed out some things. You made a big impact. So you not being there anymore, you not being a supply that they can tap into and mess with and use and pull into their narcissistic web and have fun with and see you down and out. You not being there anymore to keep trying to love on this person who just can't seem to love, just don't want to love. They feel that. Because in actuality, they would have wanted that. They should have wanted that. They actually needed that. But they can't handle it. They're not equipped for it. And they rejected it. They ran from it. They cowardly tried to play you. All because they couldn't handle you. And they lost you. They got to narcissistically live with that decision. They got to choose the life that they chose. And it just is what it is. Your presence will always be missed. Those narcissists in your life, they may be stupid, but they ain't that stupid. They know what you are. That's why a lot of them are struggling to let you go. It's been a long time since you walked away and they're still calling your phone. They're still talking to people about you. They're still asking about you. They're still trying to, influence someone to convince you to forgive them from a distance. Interesting. You feel my absence. You feel every ounce of my departure. Because when I was, when I was rocking with you, I was doing the most for you. I went above and beyond for you. And you will never forget it. Because you will never get that again. There's only one you, and nobody knows that better than that narcissist. That's why they narcissistically out here acting crazy. Narcissistically out here, putting on a show with this new whoever, whatever. Don't fall for the facade. You're looking at a coward who has ran from something that was tremendously great. They moving from state to state. They creating all kind of accounts. They are DMing everybody and their mamas and sisters and brothers for attention. They are looking for $1 from everybody. trying to find and replace you, but it's nowhere to be found. They're struggling with that. They can't seem to find it, and they won't, because there's only one you. So they'll spend the rest of their life in their narcissistic caves, struggling with truly letting you go. That's the truth. Share your comments, like the video, join by hitting the subscribe button, and become a thriver with us. Until next time, beautiful people, stay true, stay blessed, and take care.